So let's talk about the importance of your free leg. What is a free leg, you may ask? The free leg is the non-skating leg. So when you start off, you're doing bubbles, you've got both feet on the ground. But as soon as you get that a little bit more confident, you start to skate one leg at a time, transferring your weight. And when you do that, you get a free leg. So let's talk about it. We talk a lot about bending your knees when you're skating, and we're always talking about the foot that's doing all the work, the one on the floor. But as soon as you go on one foot, you've got this leg here. So what do you do with it? This doesn't look very pretty, and it doesn't really help you. So just stand still and experiment. So here, this keeps me nice and balanced because my free leg is close. But as soon as I do this, it will pull me over. So you can use that to help you to do certain moves, and on other moves, it puts you off. So let's talk about that. Initially, when you're learning to skate, you're going to be doing something like marching. So you're going to want your free leg nice and close, and that makes it a lot easier. But then when you start to stroke skate, you're going to put your leg out the back. So let's talk about this position. You know, I always say bend your knee. Your free leg, your knee can be nice and straight, but you don't want this. You don't want this toe pointing down at the ground. So it's really, really important that you push your toes down into your boot and point your toe. So I'm going to straighten my knee and point my toe, but I'm going to turn my hip and my toe out like this. And that is a free leg position. So let's do the free leg position moving. So if I'm to push onto an edge and just have it drooped here, you can see it's dragging on the ground. So I'm going to straighten my leg and turn my foot out. And then I've got this lovely free leg position here. And you need to tense those muscles. You know, I kind of say tension. The free leg needs to have this tension as well. So it's not just there. It's tense. My muscles are taut and it's placed there. It's not just kind of hanging. So this is quite a nice one because say you're skating around the rink and you're just kind of skating. But if you want to not look like a beginner, your free leg is going to really sell it. So much different. And if you're doing this free leg, you can use it to push. This free leg is almost as important as my skating leg because this is what's going to do all the hard work to push me along. So I've got my leg turned out. I'm going to push my weight down into my toes because remember, I want my free leg here. So the last thing to leave the ground is going to be my inside wheel where I'm pushing my toes down into my boot. And that is going to give me an amazing T-push. You don't have to just use this push from stationary. If you're stroke skating, you can use it every time you change leg, and the amount of power you can get is fantastic. There are loads of moves that you do which actually uses the free leg to help you. But remember, it's always a deliberate placement. It's never an uncontrolled swing. So if I was to do a little scoot, I'm going to go from here, here. But you see how it's always a placement. I would never swing it because that's when it starts to get dangerous. So always be in control of your free leg. Another really good example of this is a pendulum turn. Because I'm placing my free leg. I'm not going to swing it. I'm going to place it to help me. So it's in control. It's not an uncontrollable swing. That is the most important thing because as soon as you do that, you lose control of your skating leg. We have to also talk about backwards free legs. Now backwards, it's a little unusual because you tend to have your foot in front rather than behind. Typically, when you start learning backwards, you learn a bubble. But the next progression after a bubble is this little backwards march in the V position. And at that point, you need to make sure that you're taking your free legs forwards. So if I was to do backwards outside edges, I would have my leg in front. Then I'd bring my feet together and then my leg would be in front again. I'm gonna hit the wall. Like this. Although it may seem weird having your free leg out the front, there's a really good reason for this. That's where your push comes from, backwards. So if you think about it, if I was to take my free leg backwards, it would be really hard to get any push from it. Whereas there, I can push into the ground and push myself away. The best thing about the free leg is once you get it under control, you can have a bit of fun. So I'm already using my free leg for a little flourish there, and now this is going to push me round. So that free leg is pushing me into each turn. Ah, the scorpion! And this is an arabesque. The ice skaters call this a spiral. So here you can see a little bit closer how that free leg starts the turn before my foot, and that is pushing me. Now I love this. This is a back extension, which just looks so nice. Here is that arabesque in a little bit more detail. You can see how my toe on the free leg is turned out. And there's that scorpion again. Always nice to learn those backwards in case that toe catches. So this is an illusion turn. So you see how that free leg, it's got a swing to it, but it's under control. And then I'm swapping legs, and that leg again, the free leg's helping me, and that lovely extension at the back. So the free leg, it's all about the free leg on the forward runs. So these forward crossovers, you can see that I use this, so I'm going to push there, and you can see the tension. The scoot. So that is a very deliberate free leg on the scoot. So there's a push there on that forward crossover, and then there's an extra push there. If you do both of those pushes, the speed you can get is so amazing. And don't forget it works on the back pulls as well. Here's the scoot, and on this one I'm going to do a heel manual afterwards. So don't forget, you can always make every move your own by adding a flourish with that free leg. So here back to the back pulls, and you see the tension in my leg as I push. The power that goes into that is amazing, and you can get so much speed from it. It's a real deliberate free leg. Everything is done with control, just to give you that little bit of speed and a bit of power. So next time you're practicing your roller skating and you feel a wobble, think, where's my free leg? I'm Katie, you've been watching Skatie, and I'll see you next time. Bye!